everyone. Just thought I'd do a little chat with Jed, McConville and Christine. The glamour couple, we call them. We're joking around. We have a bit of fun with the business. But as you would have seen the interview with Scott, Jed's dad, I thought it was real critical to see how his son and his son's girlfriend, how they take it on. So, good morning, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So, how long ago did you guys find out about the business?
4 months ago, pretty much. Been in it 4 months now.
Okay. And so, how did you find out about it?
I guess we went to the States with Dad for the conference. I did anyway. And even then, being in and seeing all these people say, I was like, oh yeah, cool. I'm a builder. I don't need to worry about it. And then where we got back home, and he was still months after that on the phone talking about how he won a trip to Noosa, and I'm like, how did you do that? I want something like that. And then he was just so enthusiastic about it. I thought, I'm gonna have a look into this.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought I'm gonna join a different business, and I'm gonna have a bit of competition, friendly competition with him.
Friendly fire.
And I couldn't find a business that I could compete with, in all senses of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So just this is the package I felt like, and I thought, well, stuff that I'm going to be better than in what you do.
So what was the goal? What was the motivator? You thought, you might look into this and give this a bit of a go.
It was probably more my job at the time. Wasn't 100% happy with it anymore. Looking for something else, and we were sitting on the couch looking on Seek at what else is out there. And Scott was in the kitchen and he was just come along to a meeting, see what it's about. Didn't push us at all, and went and sort of thought, this is something that we could really do.
Yeah, definitely. For me, it was just if I could earn an extra stream of income, and not stop what I'm doing. I enjoy doing building.
Yeah.
It's not something I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Destroy my back and stuff like that. So I thought if I can have a look at it, and who knows, I might enjoy it, and I'll love it.
Yeah, awesome. So I want to put some people's fears at ease. So did all your friends join when you first started?
No.
No. So you sort of fit the same average mould that some do and some won't.
Yeah, some do, some don't. I guess you get your supportive friends who just help you out before they even really know what it is.
Yeah. And
then they actually see it or use the products, and they're like, all right, let's give this a crack. Or you got the other ones who 4 months in are now saying, what do you got? You're still doing that, are you? There must be something.
That commitment showing through.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yep. I loved hearing about your parents, how they support you.
Yeah.
Do you want to just talk about
that? They're very supportive. From the moment we signed up, we made a trip to Broadford just to use the face mask on my dad.
Yeah.
Someone that did not want to use skincare at all is now a regular user of it.
Wow.
Put the mask on him, and even Mum came up and had a look and was very, very surprised with the results.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes with the mask on, Dad looked 10 years younger.
Wow.
They're very supportive parents.
And how do they feel about you having trying to create your own destiny?
They really encourage it. I think I sort of get my business sense from Dad in that, and he's just backed me the whole way. They know I'm dedicated, they know I want to make a future for myself, really, so they 100% support that. Yeah.
So we talk about in the business, you get your red and your green apples, you're going to find people out there. So most people out there, when they're contacting young people like yourselves, what do you recommend? How should they approach that?
And approach us personally.
Yeah, or young people to join the business.
Yeah. I don't know. I think just a Facebook message, I guess, is enough.
Yeah.
I guess or a text message, or phone call, whatever they feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
I think is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And it can't hurt asking.
Yeah.
Say what are you guys doing, or So I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Just don't be shy about it.
Yeah.
So what are your goals? Because these guys have just started 4 months and they're going through the process to get some people in and then you help that duplication. So what is the goal? What's the next thing on the radar?
My goal is to, I've just turned 24, so my goal would be to retire from traditional business by 25.
Okay.
I want to do this full time, be able to travel around the world is our goal and pretty much get a house as well.
Yeah, I guess for me the biggest goal was like, you know, because I'm self-employed, I don't get sick pay or holiday pay. So I wanted something where I can earn an income while I'm travelling, and not have to stress about money, or if I'm getting low, I can be like, oh, what country I'm in, Thailand. All right, I'll go see a beautician and I'll go from there. So I just think that's the most exciting thing for me.
Yeah, a global business.
Yeah.
It's sort of when Facebook first started up. Now it's just exciting that you can build anywhere.
Yeah,
definitely.
Where's that trip that you'd first want to go to?
Oh, it's a tough one.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, we've got a big map of the world, and every time we watch travel shows and cooking shows and everything, and we just want to go everywhere and experience everything. So probably
hear that they got some goals set, and that's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goal setting.
One of mine is to at least do every continent.
Yeah.
At least, so go from there, I guess.
And so obviously with your dad, with that influence, setting goals, that would help.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I thought it was a bit, I don't know, I didn't think there was something that was a big deal, actually setting goals, writing them down, and you hear about people today doing New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, and you're doing that.
It's the 7th. I think it's the 7th or 8th today. Yeah. And most people have already stopped.
Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
That's it. Like, Jim was busy on the 1st, the 2nd it was dead. But I guess doing it, having it, I've got that on my wall at home, and I'll wake up in the morning and I look at that, and I'll look at, I've got a picture of Santorini, and I've got a picture of a Harley that I want to get, and it just makes me fire up, I guess, that little bit more, and just be like, well, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So,
What about you, Christine?
Yeah, I've got my vision board going, wrote down my goals as well, so same thing, look at them every day and just reassess, wake up in a good mood and ready to have another crack at it.
Yeah. You were talking earlier about how once you go full time, it'll give you some options. To talk about that, what's one of your passions?
Really just spending more time with my friends and family at the moment is a big goal. I'm in retail at the moment, and I worked all over Christmas and New Year's, so didn't get to see them, and I promised that was the last year that I would be working and not spending Christmas and New Year's with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask a couple of hard questions. So when you first, because you haven't been, like, you've obviously been in your own business, being self-employed, but you obviously haven't started your own business before.
No, first time.
What were some of the things that people, to help them make them feel at ease when they first get in, what would you suggest?
Just knowing that you always have support. That's something that I guess I worried about. Is doing this, investing some money and doing it all by yourself. And that's not the case at all. Got 24/7 access to everyone that can help you. If you need just a silly question you think silly to answer, people are there to help. So the support was really
It's a real
there.
team
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I think for me it was the time aspect, I was worried that it was going to take up too much of my time and I wasn't going to be able to build my other businesses and stuff like that. And realistically, I just put in what I can put in and fit it in where I can fit it in. And I guess, like an hour a night or a couple of hours a night, it's not a lot when you think about it. I'd rather do that and watch telly. I'm only young, so
exactly.
I think that time commitment. A lot of people I have a feeling they think they got to do it full time or they've got to leave their actual job to do it. It's just not there. You don't need to.
That's a good point. Very good point. Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks very much for your time today. I think it's amazing that these guys have, as you can hear, set some goals and in the pursuit of getting. Actually, I want to ask one more question, which I think might be helpful as a couple. When you do find someone who's a negative apple, how do you two talk about that, and how do you deal with that?
To be honest, at first I was just like, this person's whatever. But now...
Tell us, what did he do? What did he really say? Don't swear.
This person's a pain-up. But then I think, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get what it is and what's involved, I guess. And then now I'm at a stage where I'm like, I'm angry at myself. Maybe I didn't tell them good enough or explain it good enough or give them the right information. But saying that, I don't wipe them. They might just not be their time. and you know I might see them again in a couple of months.
That's a
and,
good
Yeah.
point. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
We'd never shut someone out if they said no at first.
Yeah.
It's definitely always an option for them if they do turn around and want to have a go at it. But some people we thought would be amazing at the business from the start just don't want a bar of it. So
Yeah.
you
Oh, you've
present
got
the
same
opportunity
friends
to
like
help.
I have too.
Yeah.
They move around a bit.
But
Yeah.
we present it to everyone, and whoever wants to jump on board is more than welcome. If it's not their right time, then that's fine.
Yeah. And you pick them up later on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
think the weird.
Once you go on the trips,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where are you?
Yeah, that's it. Like, and the thing that's kind of surprised me is, like Christine was saying, like people you thought would be amazing at it,
Yeah.
just not, and people you thought like they've contacted me and they've actually shocked me how good they're going.
Yeah.
It really is just like it's anyone's game. Like,
You got to have a go, don't you?
Yeah, you just got to give it a crack.
And you
see
can't
what
understand why some of your friends won't have a go.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. It's still shocking, isn't it?
It
Like,
is, yeah.
it's,
Well, this is a great time to get these guys. These guys are going to be the superstars of the Jeunesse when they've got a massive team. So thanks again for today. Thanks.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having us.
Christine. Thanks, Jen.
thank you.
Thanks, people. Cheers. Bye.